just so everybody out there, all the people that are like, no, why would you do Iran? This is the 2018 parliament. Look, this is in their parliament. Death to America, burning our flag. They want all of us dead. Okay? Stop being such weak ass. Give them the opportunity. No, let them, guys. I don't know about you guys. I'm comfortable with making them become a nuclear threat. I like that. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Why are we intervening? Why would we intervene? Let them get a bomb. Let them get a bomb. That's my attitude, Tom. I'm obviously being facetious, but shut up. I'm just tired of it, man. I'm really tired of it. I'm done.
Well, this is Pat's point. Pat makes a great point. You know, be careful what you retweet. Be careful what you repeat. Be careful what you like and thumbs up. You know, read it, grok it. Do the things that you need to do to be careful through this. What do we know? Is that a strike has started. What do we know? It was carefully planned out. What do we know? That there's a lot of nervous people and that they retaliated with medium-grade missiles. They claim to have a hypersonic missile. I don't think we've seen it yet. There's no reports of a hypersonic missile launch. This is conventional weapons that appear to be aimed back at U.S. bases, and they had collateral damage where they've killed a citizen. So let's just remember what all this is, and this needs to play out, but this is the first step. And what do we know absolutely for certain is that 30 to 40,000 freedom-loving people wanted their freedom and died. What do we know? People are dancing in the streets in Iran. So while you criticize the president, while you criticize a military action, while you don't agree with it, you say, oh, you didn't have permission from Congress. Look at the people in that country that, just like the U.S. in 1776, they wanted their freedom, and they're getting assistance, and they're dancing in the streets. And I hope it comes to full fruition so that they can not just dance in the street today, they can dance in the street for the rest of their lives.
Pat, let's say once this is resolved, they have somebody in there that's, a regime that can actually be for the people, give them some liberation, let the women do what the hell they want to do. I mean, who else is going to be the threat in the Middle East? Qatar? Who else is going to be the threat? The actual threat? I mean, of this magnitude. Iran's the main player.
By the way, Rob, is Ilan here?
I believe so.
Do we have a mic to give him to see what perspective he wants to give?
I don't believe.
I don't think we got a mic. Maybe we'll do it next time. Okay, but okay. What you were saying, Vinny?
Yeah, no, I'm saying out of all of them, do you think Iran was the biggest threat out of everybody? From Syria, Qatar.
Not even close.
It's them.
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. It's not even close. That to me, it's less about the weapons of mass destruction. Like, for example, Rob, can you pull up how many countries have nuclear weapons? Go to how many countries have nuclear weapons. Okay, what countries? If you just type in on Leaders Bulletin, it'll tell you. What's up, Elon? If you just type in which countries have the most nuclear weapons, are you worried that U.S. has nuclear weapons? Russia has nuclear weapons. China has nuclear weapons. France has nuclear weapons. UK has nuclear weapons. India has nuclear weapons. Pakistan has nuclear weapons. North Korea has nuclear weapons. Israel has nuclear weapons. Okay. When you look at that list, which one of them concerns you the most on that list?
Iran.
Well, no. Go back, because they were not on that list.
I'm just saying. I was being
if you go on that list, which one of them concerns you the most?
North Korea.
North Korea. Exactly. Why? Why does North Korea concern you?
Communist. He's by himself. He makes all the decisions.
Unpredictable.
That's the
won't
point.
engage.
Reckless.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. He's reckless, and it's unpredictable.
India and Pakistan keep each other in check.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, so this is the question, do you think if Iran has a new leader who, let's just say, I'm just being completely hypothetical. Say Iran has a new leader who's a Christian man.
Okay. Oh, man.
In the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Say Iran has a massive revival. Now they have a Christian leader.
Mm-hmm.
And their relations with America is great. You go to vacation in Iran, just like you go to Dubai, or you go to Saudi to go watch Ronaldo play. You go do all of that stuff, right? If they do you think you have a problem with Iran having a nuclear weapon?
No.
Did you understand the question I asked, Tom? Tom,
Yeah.
Did you get the question I'm asking?
Yes.
Meaning, if Iran's core leadership team's values and principles change,
Yes.
and you see U.S. presidents, them coming here back and forth, them being complimentary with America, them joining the Board of Peace, them doing all this stuff, you think people are going to be like, yeah, no, let's not let... this isn't about the fears of just nuclear weapon. It's which regime gets it.
Correct.
Because so many countries have nuclear weapons. So the recklessness of somebody saying, screw you, F you, death upon America. And by the way, you know who are the only 2 countries ever that have said death upon America around the world? Who are the only 2 countries where their leader has said death upon America?
Iran
And North Korea?
North Korea. Those are the only 2. And guess who said it first?
Iran?
North Korea said it in the 50s first, early 50s, 54, something like that. And then Iran slipped it and said it. And then now it's like guess who's leading the leaders bulletin on who says death upon America?
Yeah.
Iran is.
Yeah.
So this isn't just about, they have weapons of mass destruction. When I heard people saying, from Trump's administration, well, let me tell you, Iran has weapons of mass destruction. I'm not worried about the weapons of mass destruction. My concern is who is at the top that has the decisions to make. So, Ilan, we're about to wrap up, but I wanted you to bring in, since you just got here. I know Humberto was trying to reach you early in the morning. What are your thoughts with what's going on right now?
I think a lot of Americans, you're talking about nuclear weapons, how dangerous they are. A lot of people misunderstand the sense of self-preservation that radical Islamists do not have. Right? So I think the entire risk of nuclear weapons in the hand of someone who's a radical fundamentalist religiously is a lot more dangerous than any other country. Even if a country has a goal for world domination, it's fundamentally different. I also think Trump sees that the landscape in the United States and the Middle East is changing. He realizes this is the chance to take action. War sucks. I think everyone knows war sucks. I was up all night watching this. So, I think it was a necessary action based on all the plausible options that can take place. If he doesn't take action, what's the long-term effect, especially considering the direction the United States is going in? And we create a mess in a region and then we don't want to fix it. I think this is an opportunity to actually fix some wrongs we've done as a country. And I want a stable Middle East. Vinnie touched on it earlier. I think it was one of the smartest things I've heard about it, is that if you want to stabilize the Middle East, if you want to have no more enemies in the United States, in the Middle East, and you want to fix the region, you have to get rid of Iran. Iran is the fundamental issue in the region. All the proxies, all the terrorists, all the problems coming from there are from Iran, and that extends worldwide. People have a misconception about this too. They think that if it's just a regional issue, that it doesn't affect the entire world. Iran wants to have a worldwide caliphate, not a regional caliphate. That's not what they're calling for. So 100% this was the right move. I've always said Trump's unpredictable. I thought he wasn't going to act. I thought this entire thing was a show of force with the intention that they would get a deal. And even to this extent, I think Trump right now is not hoping to have boots on the ground, not having to have a bigger war. I think he's hoping to give the opportunity to the Iranian people to fight and get their freedom, which is exactly what needs to happen.
If you love this country, show it. Lead with pride in the Valuetainment USA collection. Designed for freedom thinkers, built for everyday leaders. Red, white, blue. Purpose. Wear what you believe in. Valuetainment USA.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.